Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Loyal Subjects BST X AXN. Is that supposed to mean Beast Action? Best Action. I don't know. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder. This is, what, is it IDW Shredder? I don't remember what it said when I ordered it. I ordered this because it's a cool look for Shredder, sort of. Let's do a question of the day. Do you like this look for Shredder? Because to me, it's like the least Shredder looking Shredder. Like, obviously it is. Shredder basically just looks like a samurai with some blades on his arms. That's generally what he is, except he's more of a ninja with samurai armor. And this one really leaned into the Strider Hiryu look for Shredder. So to me, it looks like a generic ninja video game character based on Shredder, but let me know what you guys think. It's still a cool look regardless, and I wanted to review it. I don't like this line, the scale is weird, and I don't like the quality generally speaking, but maybe this one's good enough. There's some really nice stuff about it, and some really, really garbage things too. So let's get it off the stand and take a closer look. Before we look at the figure, let's look at my package. It is alright. It's interesting in that it's a very shapely package. There are different shapes on all the different sides. It's kind of a cool look. Haven't quite seen something like that. Artwork is nice enough. Weird angles for box art, but that's okay. And then we have a render back here. It's not too bad. It's alright. Nothing crazy, but it's good enough. Alright, and then of course the figure is front and center with all of his accessories displayed. I think that's a good way to do it. Hasbro should try it, but first they'd have to start doing accessories. So let's take a look at this guy. He stands roughly 15.5 centimeters, not counting the top of his helmet. That'll be roughly 6 inches. Here he is up against Darwin. He's out of scale. I don't think you could fudge that. He's a little bit too small. He's not supposed to be full-on 6-inch scale, 1/12 scale, and he's not. However, he does look pretty good, so let's dive into it. The details on the costume are pretty good. You can see we have some clothing texture throughout that brings him to life. His arm wraps have a little bit of detail in there. His blades look pretty sharp. They're not too dull. Same thing for the face. Nice sharp sculpt. Maybe they tucked these guys in just a little bit too much around the face, but still, it's pretty clean overall. And then the cape, I think they did the cape very nicely. You can see the texture in there. And it's not symmetrical, but it's fairly well balanced, kind of an organic yet purposeful pose. So that's good. Neutral, I like that. Overall proportioning, not too bad. It's not perfect. He seems like maybe he's a little gangly, but it's not bad. It looks pretty decent. And then as far as the paint goes, the silver looks nice. It's a nice silver throughout. He's got some pop to him. And then the rest is molded plastic, other than where they absolutely needed paint, like for the elbows. So it looks good enough. It's a $22 figure, I think, is what it was. I think that's what I paid. And there is a more expensive version out there, which I think just comes with a comic, but I'm not positive about that. It's not out yet. It's up for pre-order. There's a link in the description below. But yeah, it looks pretty darn good. I'll take it. The face is clean. I mean, there's not much there. The eyes are okay. Skin tone's a little weird. I think that's how it was in the source material, though, so can't fault him too much. I do think a wash would go a long way on here, but for what we're paying, I think this is plenty. It's more than we see on most Marvel Legends figures at more money, so it's okay. So yeah, sculpt-wise and paint-wise and all that, it's solid. I'll go 8 out of 10. It's a little plasticky here and there, like the bright red definitely could use a wash, just to knock down that saturation a little bit, that vibrance. But it looks decent. As for accessories, you have 2 gripping hands that come on them in the package. Unless I swapped those out and forgot. Either way, you get the 2 gripping hands, and then you get 2 different sets of style pose hands. So plenty of options there. You do get the helmeted head on him in the package. And then you get the unhelmeted head, which is, it's nice enough. It's very stylized. I don't like the color of the skin's a little bit weird, even based on the source material, but it's good enough. It's not perfect, but it will do, so I'll take that. And then you get 3 different weapons. You have his straight edge katana, but it really looks like a katana because it's fairly long, so I don't know why it's straight, but you get that. And then you have the 2 kama, which are pretty nicely done. I actually like these accessories. They're not made out of the same soft material that you see a lot of companies doing these days. These are a harder, I still think they are, no, they might not be PVC. They might be ABS. They're stiffer. I like it, and the silver paint is good. So good spread of accessories. And then lastly, you get a collector card, which is whatever. It's fine. It's box art, and then the figure render. I don't know why everybody's including cards these days. At least make them something. If it just looks like the packaging, what's the point? I don't get it. 9 out of 10 for accessories. Not too shabby at all. Now, here's where we start to run into some problems. For the articulation, I'll show you. We're gonna get the cape out of the way. You can do that if you want to, just pop it right off. The sculpt is weird underneath for his chest for sure, but it's just a fixed ball peg, so there's not a whole lot doing there. Let's pop the head back on and I'll show you. Alright, so yeah, it looks definitely a little bit weird without the cape, but that'll show you the range of motion. Not much. Fixed ball peg that size, that location, not going to give you a bunch of range. It'll be enough with the cape in place that's okay. Now, he does have a butterfly joint, but here's an interesting thing. It should have been blue. Or a different color, because it's not the exact same texture as this. It's actually the same texture as the cape, but either way, it's not skin tone. So there is sculpted texture on there, but it's skin tone. But you get the butterfly joint, so that's not bad. It's not super useful, but it's in there. All of his armor, by the way, is very soft. And I'm only really seeing some problems right here. See that wrinkling? I don't know how much of a problem that's going to be long term. I haven't exactly handled this thing a lot. But otherwise, it's kind of nice being soft because it gets out of the way. But yeah, let's see how the shoulders work. Full rotation, that's fine. Bringing the arms up. Not bad, almost horizontal, works pretty well. This flexes some. Bicep swivel, what the heck? What the flippin' heck? Who okayed this? Nobody who is in charge of making toys should have okayed this. First of all, the sculpt is really weird. What are those 2 lines? Well, 3 lines, 2 lumps. I have no idea, but who cut that bicep swivel needs to be fired from every job ever. Never let this person work again. This is unacceptable. Not only is it not connected well, but you can't just cut the bicep like that. Holy crap. I've never seen something so egregiously bad. I have, but that's pretty dang bad. Alright, then for the elbows, I'm staying in tight because I need to show you. We get good range, but they are not the best looking elbows we've ever seen. Kind of look like McFarlane elbows, which is not good. Alright, we have our wrists that rotate and they have the hinge. No vertical hinges, unfortunately, so he can't really hold his weapons effectively, but I guess it's okay. Diaphragm joint on this guy. Can't really lean back. Can't lean forward. Side to side is nothing. Basically just a crappy rotation that looks really, really bad. So that sucks. And on top of that, you already get their waist rotation down here. He does seem very elongated. You would think it's just because he has baggy pants, and that's probably whoever sculpted it thought. But they put the joints too low, so he does have a really long trunk and short legs. Because with baggy pants, his hips are actually up here. They're not down here. When you have a really low crotch, a short inseam in your pants, your hips stay where they are. Your pants are just lower. So, yeah, he's got short legs. Range is better than 45, but it looks super weird with that long torso and stumpy legs. Going forward, not terrible. It's okay. Going back, you get a little bit. That's fine. Thigh swivel is okay. Double jointed knees. Not the worst thing we've ever seen, but not good. Not good at all. And then for the ankle, they go back and they go forward a little bit, and you get a little bit of an ankle rocker, but it's just not a very good set of articulation. And a lot of it doesn't work well at all. I'm going to go 6 out of 10 for articulation. It's not well executed, it's not well conceived, and it doesn't work well in practice. So, not great. He looks pretty cool standing there though, so if you're into that sort of thing, you should probably pick him up. But it is what I thought it would be. It's a cool design. It looks good enough if you don't look too close, but these figures just aren't good enough, and they're at a weird enough scale that I'm not sure why they exist. And that's why I haven't purchased any thus far, and it's why I won't purchase any more. I figured if they were going to do a good one, it would be this, and they just really haven't sold me. I'm curious what you guys think, but I'm going to give this guy, look, his arm's falling off. I'm going to give this guy an overall for 22 bucks, a 6 out of 10, because that's still not cheap, especially at this size. Yes, he has great accessories, I'll give you that. Silver paint's nice, but it can't pose really well at all, and things that are wrong with him, like those bicep swivels, what the heck? Goodness. So yeah, I'm just 6 out of 10. It's just not good enough. I was hoping it would be, and it's close. Like, if you just stand it there and don't look at it at all, it'll be fine, but that's not the point of an action figure, so can't go any higher than that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that's all I have for you, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos every day but Wednesday, and thousands already on the channel, so make sure you come back for all of that. In the meantime, keep collecting.